Movement is a sign of life. Every living thing needs to move, and life is useless if it cannot move. Maintaining movement is one way of maintaining life. By increasing the ability to move, one can improve the quality of human life. Those who exercised several times a week had better mental health than those who didn't. Today, sport is not only good for your health, but has also become a commodity of big business. Even sports are competed all over the world. And the Olympics is the world's largest sporting event, held every 4 years. Badminton. Badminton is a racket sport played by two people, or two opposing pairs. The object of badminton is to hit the cue ball against the net, so that it falls on the opponent's intended court, and try to prevent the opponent from doing the same. Players or pairs of players are declared the winner of the game, if they have won 2 games. Football, or soccer. Soccer is a ball sport, played by 2 teams of 11 players each. The goal of soccer is to score as many goals as possible by shooting a leather ball into the opponent's goal. In soccer, only the goalkeeper is allowed to touch the ball with their hands, or arms. The team that scores more goals at the end of the game is the winner. Tennis. Tennis is a sport played by 2 players, or 2 opposing pairs. Each player uses a bat to hit a rubber ball. Tennis is one of the sports included in the program of the Olympic Games. Tennis is played at all levels of society at all ages. This sport can be practiced by anyone, including wheelchair users. Basketball. Basketball is a group ball sport, where each group or team of 5 competes to score points by putting the ball in the opponent's basket with their hands. The team with the most points is the winner. Volleyball. Volleyball is a sport played by 2 teams, each consisting of 6 people facing each other. There is also a variant of beach volleyball, where each team consists of 2 players. Volleyball games are played with the hands aimed at hitting the cue ball over the net, so that it falls onto the opponent's intended court, and trying to prevent the opponent from doing the same. Table tennis. Table tennis is a racket game, played by 2 people, or 2 opposing pairs. Table tennis uses a racket, a small bat made up of a rubber-covered wooden board, a ping-pong ball, and a table-shaped playing field. Athletics. Athletics is a sport that combines several sports, that can be divided into walking, running, throwing and jumping. Rowing. Rowing is an agility sport. Namely moving a boat by rowing, or rowing through the water in rivers, lakes, or the sea, depending on the type of race. This competition requires strength and boat knowledge, both alone and in groups. Boxing. Boxing is a sport, and martial art, in which two competitors of equal weight engage their fists, in a series of bouts 1 or 3 minutes apart, called rounds. In boxing matches, athletes dodge the opponent's punches, while attempting to land their own punches, at the opponent. Equestrianism. Equestrianism is a sport that requires certain variables including skill, fitness, and the application of riding technique, although perhaps not too much emphasis is placed on the athletes. Fencing. Fencing is a sport that emphasizes agility, namely, the dexterity of movements, and the dexterity of skills, in using weapons. The method of fencing consists of using techniques such as chopping, parrying, and jabbing. Gymnastics. Gymnastics is a sport that performs movements that require endurance, speed, and harmony of regular gymnastic movements. Gymnastics is commonly used by people for entertainment, relaxation, or mental relief, often with people doing it at home, at a fitness center, at the gym, or at school. Weightlifting. Weightlifting is a sport that competes in lifting weights, called barbells, which is accomplished through a combination of strength, flexibility, focus, skill, discipline, athleticism, fitness, technique, mental, and physical toughness. Handball. Handball is a team sport, in which 2 teams of 7 players each. This game is similar to soccer, but the player moves the ball with their hands instead of their feet. Hockey. Hockey is a sport played with a stick and ball. The form of the game is almost the same as soccer. Judo. Judo is a self-defense sport. The rules of this sport are based on strength and balance. The player who manages to hold and throw his opponent with good technique will emerge victorious. TaeKwonDo. TaeKwonDo is a martial art that uses legs and arms as combat weapons, to defeat opponents. Archery. Archery is a sport that uses a bow and arrow. In a shooting game, players have to shoot for specific targets. Shooting. Shooting is a competitive sport that tests skills with different types of weapons. Billiard. This sport is played on a table, and with special tools, and according to its own rules.